Hey everybody, it's Mason here with 716 Outdoors. When I talk to people about hunting, a lot of times they ask me, what's your preferred hunting method? Do you like blind, stand, sitting on the ground? And of course, my response is always, it depends on the time of the year. Uh, for gun season, I like to be on the ground. I also like to be in a stand. Uh, Not quite so much in a blind. I don't know why. It's just I haven't really hunted blinds very much during gun season, unless it's really cold. I can get in somewhere with a heater, but even then, I still kind of prefer to be, in a stand or on the ground. But then when I mention climbing stands, a lot of people don't really know what I'm talking about with the climbing stand. So today I'm out here in the woods. Tomorrow's going to be a good day for hunting. It's supposed to be down in around 35 tonight. Tomorrow's also my birthday, so I'm going to get out in the morning, do some hunting before I got to go to work in the afternoon. But right now I'm out here. I'm going to try to pick out a nice tree for my climbing stand. I'm going to show you guys how I get it set up. I'm also going to show you what I'm looking for location, from where I'm putting it out. So stay tuned. So right here you can see where the deer have kind of been milling around, and actually have a bed right here. So what I'm looking for is, the right diameter tree for my stand. This one might work. But of course, at the same time, I'm also looking around to see, what kind of backdrop do I have? Because I know that in the morning, the sun's going to be coming up over this hill. So, I'm trying to figure out what backdrop is going to be the best. Kind of, no matter which way the deer are coming from. The ones that I've been seeing have been coming out of here. So just kind of take a look around. There's still all kinds of deer sign right in here. I'm also going to keep in mind the wind direction. Traditionally the wind kind of blows from west to east here. And see, this is actually the perfect diameter tree for what I'm looking for, but there's nothing to break up my outline here. But you see if we wander over here. It's this maple. If I get up there, I got some branches around. I've got leaves, a little bit of foliage here. I'll be able to see back to we call it the notch. It's just a little field back here. But of course, this is where the deer have been really frequenting. So, as you can see, there's the stand I usually hunt right there. And they've been coming over here and kind of making their way up through. So if I put it here, it'll be a lot closer when they come out. And plus, this is where those bucks have been hanging out too. So I'm going to take a look around, see if maybe there's another tree, but this one's definitely looking like a good prospect. So I also have this ash right here. Seems to be a lot more. It's kind of hard to tell with this, but there's a lot more coverage here. This might actually be a better option. The maple's still kind of wide open. So I went ahead and kind of looked around a little bit. I like this one over here, this other tree, but it's kind of getting further away from where I want to be. So I think I'm going to settle on this maple right here. Alright, so you got two parts to your stand. You got your platform and you have your seat. Okay. Now with this one, there's a cable. That goes around the tree. And it hooks into the platform. You take your pin, now the platform's on there. And you do the same thing with your seat. So what I like to do is just kind of take it down as tight as I can to where this is just raised up just a little bit. I always try to keep my clips on the outside so that way as I'm going up or as I'm sitting there, I'm not bumping it and breaking things apart and then, having the stand come down. Climb in and get your feet in the stirrups. As you can see, you can go right up and right down. I guess the reason why I like these climbing stands so much is that really you can put them anywhere. You can put them on a small diameter tree up to a bigger one. This one's about the right size for this one. So then I've got this out here. I went up and when I got up there, I was looking around and you could see deer trails and stuff coming in. There's actually a scrape right over here. I'll show you that in a second. But I think it's going to be perfect for tomorrow morning. So from there to right there, about 25 yards, and that's going to be wide open shot. And like I said, those deer have been coming through over here. So like I said, you know, I like the climbing stands just because, like, if you're gonna go out and you're gonna hunt the state land, you know, take it in there with you, take it back out. You know, if there's a spot that you just want to try, like this one here, you know, you don't have to worry about taking down a ladder stand and putting it up. You know, there's so many places that you can put it. You know, like I said, if you want to go on a small diameter tree, or, you know, you want to go on a bigger one, the trees do matter. Obviously, you know, you don't want to go put it on a like a poplar, just because, you know, the bark's so smooth. You want something with a good bite to it, like a maple or an ash. This climbing stand here is actually my uncle's. He left it here years ago, and I've been using it. I love it. I'm comfortable in it. If you ask my buddy Josh Sunloff with Scabby Outdoors, he'd tell you that I need a fall arrest system, you know, some kind of harness. He actually sent me a video. It was on his birthday a few days ago, of him out in the stand, and his stand broke, which luckily, you know, he didn't fall, he wasn't injured, but the cable did break on his stand. So he got lucky. He got real lucky. I would recommend some kind of harness. Personally, I don't use them, but for other people's safety, I definitely would. You never know what's going to happen. But that's it for this mini episode. Hope you guys gained some kind of knowledge or anything from it. I guess I'm going to hit the stand tomorrow morning. My birthday tomorrow. I've always wanted to shoot a deer on my birthday. We got these bucks moving through the area, so hopefully it'll be the day.